banished Iolanthe. Fairy rebels have not been what they were.
Iolanthe was the life and soul of fairyland. Why? She wrote all our songs and arranged all our dances. We sing her songs and we trip her measures. But we don't enjoy ourselves.
To think that 25 years have elapsed since she was banished. What could she have done to deserve so terrible a punishment?
Something awful. She married a mortal.
Is it injudicious to marry a mortal?
Injudicious? It strikes at the root of our whole fairy system. By our laws, the fairy who marries a mortal dies.
But Iolanthe didn't die.
No, because your queen, who loved her with a surpassing love, commuted her sentence to penal servitude for life, as long as she left her husband and never communicated with him again.
That sentence of penal servitude she is now working out on her head at the bottom of that stream.
Yes, but when I banished her, I gave her all the pleasant places of the earth to dwell in. I'm sure I never intended she should go and live at the bottom of the stream. Oh, it makes me perfectly wretched to think of the discomfort she must have undergone.
Oh, and think of the damp, and her chest was always delicate.
And the frogs! I shall never enjoy any peace of mind until I know why Iolanthe went to live among the frogs.
Then why not summon her and ask her?
Why? Because if I set eyes on her, I should forgive her at once.
Then why not forgive her? 25 years, it's a long
Iolanthe? Who taught me to swing upon a cobweb? Iolanthe? Who taught me to dive into a dewdrop, to nestle in a nutshell, to gambol upon gossamer? Iolanthe?
She certainly did some surprising things.
Oh, give her back to us, great queen, for your sake, if not for ours.
Oh, I should be strong, but I am weak. I should be marble, but I am clay. Her punishment has been heavier than I intended. I did not mean that she should go and live up at the bottom of the stream. And well, it shall be as you wish. It shall be as you wish. Why on earth did you go and live at the bottom of that stream?
To be near my son, Strephon.
Bless my heart! I did not know you had a son.
He was born soon after I left, by your royal command. But he does not even know of his father's existence. And how old is he? 24.
Oh, 24? No one to look at you would think you had a son of 24. But that's one of the advantages of being immortal. We never grow old. Is he pretty?
He's extremely pretty. But he's inclined to be stout.
I see no objection to stoutness, in moderation.
And what is he? He's a shepherd. And he's in love with the ward of Chancery, Phillips. A mere shepherd, and he half a fairy. He's a fairy down to the waist. His legs are mortal.
I don't suppose that I am more curious than other people, but I confess, I should like to see a person who's a fairy down to the waist, but whose legs are mortal.
Oh, there's nothing easier. For here he comes.
Oh!
Good morrow, good mother. Good mother, good morrow. By some means or other, pray banish your sorrow. With joy beyond telling, my bones are swelling, so join in the measure, expression of pleasure. For I'm to be married today, today. Yes, I'm to be married today.
Yes, he's to be married today, today. Yes, he's to be married today.
Then the Lord Chancellor has at last given you permission to marry the beautiful Ward Phillips.
Oh, not he, indeed. To all my tearful prayers, he answers me, a shepherd lad is now fit helpmate for a ward of Chancery. I stood in court, and there I sang him songs. In vain. Oh, at first he seemed amused and sold in the bar. But quickly wearying of my song, bade me get out. But servile usher then in crumpled bands and rusty bombazines led me still singing into Chancery Lane. I'll go no more. I'll marry her today, and brave the upshot, be what it may. Who are these?
Oh, Strephon, rejoice with me. My queen has pardoned me.
Pardon you? Why, mother, this is good news indeed.
And these ladies, these lovely ladies, are my sisters.
Your sisters? Well, the name I aunts.
Pleasant piece of news for your bride on her wedding day.
Hush, 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 hush. My bride knows nothing of me furry hood. I dare not tell her lest it frighten her. She thinks me mortal, and before it perverse me so.
Your fairyhood doesn't seem to have done you much good.
Much good? My dear aunt, it's the curse of my existence. What's the use of being half a fairy? My body can creep through a keyhole, but what's the use of that when my legs are left kicking from behind? I can wait and make myself invisible down to the waist, but that's of no use because my legs remain exposed to view. My brain is a furry brain, but from the waist downwards I'm a giggling idiot. The upper half is immortal, yes, but my lower half, well, it grows older every single day, and someday or other I must die of old age. What's to become of my upper half when I've buried my lower half? I really don't know.
I see your difficulty, but with a fairy brain you should seek an intellectual sphere of action. Now, let me see. I've a borough or two at my disposal. Would you like to go into Parliament?
A fairy member? That would be delightful.
I should do no good though. You see, down to the waist, I'm a Tory of the most determined description. But my legs are a couple of confounding radicals. They're not a division, they're shorts taken to the wrong lobby. You see, they're 2 to 1, which is a strong working majority.
Don't let that distress you. You shall be returned as a liberal conservative, and your legs shall be our peculiar care.
I see your steers, not do things by halves.
Then we are fairies down to the feet. Very well, attractive stranger.
Very well, attractive stranger.
Should thou be in doubt or danger, peril or perplexity, call us and we'll come to thee.
I call us and we'll come to thee. Tripping hither, nobody will fly away. We must now be taking wing to another fairy ring. Tripping hither, we must now be taking wing to another fairy ring.
Good morrow, good lover. Good lover, good morrow. I'm pretty discovered. Still purchase or borrow. Some means conceiving a kind of feeling and joy in a measure expressive of pleasure. For we're to be married today, today. Yes, we're to be married today.
Yes, we're to be married today, today. Yes, we're to be married today. My Phyllis, and today we are to be made happy forever.
Well, we're to be married.
It's the same thing?
Oh, I suppose so. But Strephon, I tremble at the step I'm taking. I believe it's penal servitude for life for a ward of court to marry without the Lord Chancellor's consent. I should be of age in 2 years. Don't you think you could wait 2 years?
2 years? Have you ever seen your reflection?
No, never.
Oh, come and have a look in here. And tell me you think it's rational to expect me to wait 2 years.
No, you're quite right. It's asking too much. One must be reasonable.
Besides, who knows what will happen in 2 years? I mean, you might fall in love with the Lord Chancellor himself by that point.
Yes, he is a clean old gentleman.
As it is, have the House of Lords assigned at your feet.
The House of Lords are certainly extremely attentive.
Attentive? I should think they were. Why did 5 and 20 little peers come down to shoot over your grass plot last autumn? Couldn't have been the sparrows. Oh, and why did 5 and 20 conservative peers come down to fish your pond, eh? Don't tell me it was the goldfish. No, delays are dangerous, and if we are to marry, the sooner, the better.
None shall hurt us from each other, one in life and death are we. One heart, one lover,
the beating by the love that heart enshrined, by the heart within the beating, by the love that heart enshrined.
excellent, it has no kind of fault or flaw, and I, my lords, embody the law. The constitutional guardian I, of plenty awards in Chancery, all very agreeable girls, and none are over the age of 21. And next occupation for a rather susceptible chancellor. A pleasant occupation for a rather susceptible chancellor. But though the compliment implied inflates me with legitimate pride, it nevertheless can't be denied that it has its inconvenient side. For I'm not so old and I'm not so thin, and I'm quite prepared to marry again. But there'll be the dues to pay the Lord if they fell in love with one of my wards. When father tries my temper for, I'm such a susceptible chancellor. When father tries my temper for, I'm such a susceptible chancellor. Now everyone who marry a ward must come to me for my accord, and in my court I sit all day, giving agreeable girls away. With one for him, and one for he, and one for you, and one for ye, and one for thou, and one for thee, but never, oh never, one for me. Which is exasperating for a highly susceptible chancellor. Which is exasperating for a highly susceptible chancellor.
And now, my lords, to the business of the day.
By all means. Phyllis, who is a ward of court, has so powerfully affected your lordships that you have appealed to me in a body to give her to which any one of you she may think proper to select. And a noble lord has just gone to her cottage to request her immediate attendance. It would be idle of me to deny that I myself had the misfortune to be singularly attracted by this young person. My regard for her is rapidly undermining my constitution. 3 months ago, I was a stout man. I need say no more. If I could reconcile it with my duty, I should unhesitatingly award her to myself. Because I can conscientiously think of no man better fitted to render her exceptionally happy. But such an award would be open to misconstruction, and therefore, at whatever personal inconvenience, I waive my claim.
My lord, I desire on the part of this house to express its sincere sympathy with your lordship's most painful position.
I thank your lordships. The feelings of the Lord Chancellor, who is in love with a ward of court, are not to be envied. What is his position? Can he give his own consent to his own marriage with his own ward? Can he marry his own ward without his own consent? And if he marries his own ward without his own consent, can he commit himself for contempt of his own court? And if he commit himself for contempt of his own court, can he appear before himself to move for arrest of his own judgment? Oh, my dear my lords, it is indeed painful to have to sit upon a woolsack that's stuffed with such thorns as these.
My lords, I have much pleasure in announcing that I have succeeded in inducing the young person to present herself at the bar of this house.
Oh!
lady's the fairest, her lips have the rosy show, her eyes are the richest and rarest, her origins lowly it's true, but a better position I plenty in, I grab and it's very fortune, and blooded behavior for 20.
Conceivable motion, all questions of party are merged in a frenzy of love and devotion. You ask us distinctly to say what party we claim to belong to. We reply without doubt or delay, the party we're singing this song to. If you ask us distinctly to say, we reply without doubt or delay, the party we claim to belong to is the party we're singing this song to. The party we claim to belong, the party we're singing this song to.
My
When virtue's love is sought, my heart is lost, oh, gazing from the flood to
Stands the bitter pain of standing idle, known with the body stain of mental trials, hearts just as pure and fair may beating Magda's well as in the Orient 7 tiles.
My lord, it may not be. With grief my heart is riven. Waste your time on me, for all my heart is given. Yes, given.
And who was dead to brave a high displeasure, and thus defy a definite command?
'Tis I, young Strephon, find this priceless treasure. Against the world, I claim my darling's hand. A shepherd I, of Archetype, betrothed are we, and means to be espoused today. A shepherd I, of Archetype, a shepherd I, of Archetype, betrothed are we, and means to be espoused today.
Leaflets blow, what's the temper tiger? Go, we go, wait till the stagger. In each heart, rather be a gently, let's depart. Dignified and stately, let's depart. Dignified and stately, 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 dignified and stately.
And now, sir, what excuse do you have to offer for having disobeyed an order of the Court of Chancery?
My lord, I know no court of chancery. I go by nature's acts of parliament. The bees, the breeze, the seas, the rooks, the brooks, the gales, the vales, the fountains, and the mountains cry, "Iolanthe." this lady? Take her. We command you. It is writ in heaven by the bright bird dirt that leaps forth into lurid light with each grim thundercloud. The very rain pours forth her sad and solemn sympathy. When chorus nature bids me take my love, shall I reply nay, but a certain chancellor forbids it? My lord, you are England's Lord High Chancellor, but are you Chancellor of birds and bees, and King of the winds, and Prince of thunderclouds?
No. It's a nice point, but I don't know that I've ever met it before. But my problem is there is no evidence before the court that chorus nature has interested herself in this matter.
No evidence? I tell you, you have my word for it. I tell you she bade me take my oath.
Ah, but my good sir, you mustn't tell her what she told you. It's not evidence. Now, an affidavit from a thunderstorm, or a few words on oath from a heavy shower, would meet with all the attention they deserve.
And have you the heart to apply the prosaic rules of evidence to a case which bubbles over with poetic emotion?
Distinctly. I've always kept my duty strictly before my eyes, and it is to that fact that I owe my advancement to my present distinguished position. When I went to the bar as a very young man, said I to myself, said I'll work on a new and original plan, said I to myself, said I'll never assume that a burglar thief is a gentleman where the implicit belief, because his attorney has sent me a brief, said I to myself, said I. Ere I go into court, I shall read my brief through, said I to myself, said I. And I'll never take work I'm unable to do, said I to myself, said I. I'll never presume that a rogue or a thief is a gentleman worthy implicit belief, because his attorney has sent me that brief, said I to myself, said I. I'll never throw dust in a juryman's eyes, said I to myself, said I. Or hoodwink a judge who is not overwise, said I to myself, said I. Or presume that a witness in some deep force in Exchequer, Queen's Bench, Common Pleas or divorce have purged themselves as a matter of course, said I to myself, said I. In other professions in which men engage, said I to myself, said I. The army, the navy, the church and the state, said I to myself, said I. Professional licensing carried too far, your chance of promotion will certainly mar, and I fancy the rule might apply to the bar, said I to myself, said I.
Oh, Phyllis, just as I was on the verge of making you my own. Oh, it's too much. It's just too much.
My son, in tears, and on his wedding day.
Oh, the wedding day. The wedding day. Oh, Mother, weep with me. For the law is interposed. And the Lord High Chancellor has separated us forever.
Lord Chancellor, if you did but know.
If it didn't know but what?
No matter. The Lord Chancellor has no power over you. Remember, you are half a fairy. You can defy him. Down to the waist.
Well, yeah, but from the waist downwards, he can commit me to jail for years.
Oh, what an ale is it in the body free? It feels like to serve 7 years penal servitude.
promised you her special protection. I'll go to her and lay your peculiar case before her.
Oh, Mother, how can I ever repay you?
When darkly looms a day and all is dull and grey, to chase the gloom away on the icon.
What was that?
I think I heard him say that on a rainy day, to while the time away on her he called.
We think we heard him say that on a rainy day, to chase the time away on her he called.
When tempest wreck thy bark, and all is drear and dark, if thou shouldst need an arm, I'll give thee one. What was that?
I heard the minx remark she'd meet him after dark inside St. James's Park and give him one.
She beat him after dark, inside St. James's Park, and gave him one.
Across this country bed, my heart so sore and sad, may very soon be glad the starless home. When the sky is dark, and tempest wreck as dark, if I should need a knock, she'll give him one. Oh, shapeless, what dreadful! They do not endeavour, they fall to dissemble, we part and forever. I worship him rightly, he worships the dawn.
Attend to me kindly, this lady's my mother.
This lady's his what?
This lady's my mother.
This lady's his what?
She said she's his mother.
What means this mirth unseemly that shakes the listening earth?
The joke is good extremely and justifies our mirth.
This gentleman is seen with a maid of 17, a taking of his dolce farniente, and wonders who the chief, for he asks to believe she's his mother and is nearly 25.
Recollect yourself, I pray, and be careful what you say, as the ancient Roman said, festina lente. For I really do not see how so young a girl could be the mother of a man of 25.
My lord of heavy turns, I have no doubt. She is, has been my mother from my birth. In babyhood, upon her lap I lay, with infant food she moistened my clay. Had she withheld the succor she supplied, my hunger quelled, your strength and might have died.
And that refreshment be denied. Indeed, our strength and might have died.
because our Strephon did not die.
That's very true, that's my mind.
Because our Strephon did not die.
The lady of my lovers caught me talking to another.
Oh, fine, Strephon is a rogue.
I tell her very plainly that the lady is my mother.
Tell a little, all day.
She won't believe my statement and declares she must be parted because of a career of double dealings I have started. Then gives a hand to all of these and leaves me broken hearted.
Tell a little, all day.
Our cruel wants to separate two lovers from each other. You've done it, an injustice, for the lady is his mother.
The paper customer service come as well as any other. I didn't see her face, but she did for
every use for a thoroughbred excuse of a sudden which is English for repenting. But of all I ever heard, this is much the most absurd, for she's 17 and he is 5 and 20.
She is 17 and he is only 5 and 20. Oh, 5 and 7 is a road.
Now listen, pray to me, for this paradox will be carried nobody at all could touch it gently. Her age upon the date of his birth was -8. If she's 17 and he is 5 and 20.
She is 17 and he is only 5 and 20. Strange it is his mother, is a mountain, is a folly. Oh, 5 and 7 is a road. Perhaps his name is Adam and he's very melancholy. Charitable, Tom Monday. I wouldn't say a word that could be reckoned as injurious, but to find a mother younger than the son is very curious. And that's the kind of word that is usually very mysterious. Charitable, Tom Monday.
Go away, madam, I should say, madam, display, madam, shocking taste. This is rude, madam, to intrude, madam, with your brood, madam, brazen face. You come here, madam, interfere, madam, with a pair, madam, I'm one. You're aware, madam, what you dare, madam, so take care, madam, and be gone.
There's a say, madam, I should say, madam, brazen slay, madam, shocking taste. It is rude, madam, to allude, madam, to your brood, madam, brazen face. We don't feel, madam, any fear, madam, no idea, madam, this is one. It's fair, madam, well aware, madam, what they dare, madam, what they done.
Bearded by these puny mortals, I will watch from very portals all the most terrific thunders in my armory of wonders.
Shortly watch terrific wonders, what can repent the thunders? Say, madam, this way, shocking taste. It is true, madam, to your true, madam, to your prayer, madam,
It's highly necessary your tongue to teach respectful speech, your attitude to vary, your body match so ready, your mother arbitrary is out of place when face to face with an influential fairy.
Never you bring glory to an influential family.
A play on this vagary, I'm in a nice quandary of hasty toast with dames and nerve. I ought to be more chary. It seems that she's a fairy from Anderson's library, and I took her for the proprietor of a lady's seminary.
We took her for the proprietor of a ladies' seminary.
When next your houses do assemble, you may dress as we speak it, and he shall wreak it.
Oh, spare us!
Henceforth Strephon cast away, crooks and pipes and riggers all gay, fogs and birds that bleat and low, into Parliament you shall go.
Into Parliament he shall go, that by the supreme authority he'll command the large majority. Into Parliament, 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 he shall go. Into Parliament he shall go. Into Parliament, 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 he shall go. Into Parliament he shall go.
In the parliamentary hive, Liberal or Conservative, Whig or Tory, I don't know, but into Parliament you shall go.
Into Parliament he shall go, that by the supreme authority he'll command the large majority. Into Parliament, Parliament, he shall go. Into Parliament he shall go. Into Parliament, 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 he shall go. Into Parliament he shall go.
Every bill and every measure that may gratify his pleasure, though your fury it arouses, shall be passed by both your houses. You shall sit, if he sees reason, through the grouse and salmon season. He shall end the cherished rights you enjoy on Friday nights. He shall pick that annual blister, marriage with deceased wife's sister. Titles shall ennoble then all the common councilmen. Peers shall teem in Christendom, and the Duke's exalted station be attainable by competitive examination.
Into
breaks monotony. He exercises all his brains, that is, assuming that he's got any. Though never nurtured in the lap of luxury, yet I admonish you, I am an intellectual chap, and think of things that would astonish you. I often think it's comical, fa-la-la, fa-la-la, that nature always does contrive, fa-la-la, but every boy and every girl that's born into the world alive is either a little liberal or else a little conservative. Fa-la-la, fa-la-la, is either a little liberal or else a little conservative. Fa-la-la. When in that house MPs divide, if they've a brain and cerebellum too, they've got to leave that brain outside and vote as Keir or Boris tell them to. But though the prospect of a lot of dull MPs in close proximity, thinking for themselves is what no man can face with equanimity, then let's rejoice with love, fa-la-la, that nature always does contrive, fa-la. second reading of his bill to throw the peerage open to competitive examination.
And he'll carry it too.
Carry it? Of course he will. He's a parliamentary Pickford. He carries everything.
Yes, if you please. That's our fault.
The deuce it is.
Yes, we influence the members and compel them to vote just as he wishes them to.
It's our system. It shortens the debate.
Yes, but think what it means. I don't so much mind for myself, but with a house of peers with no grandfathers worth mentioning, the country must go to the dogs.
I suppose it must.
I don't want to say a word against brains. I've a great respect for brains. Often wish I had some myself. But when the House of Peers, composed exclusively of people of intellect, what's to become of the House of Commons?
I never thought of that.
This comes of women interfering in politics. It so happens that if there is an institution in Great Britain which is not susceptible to any improvement at all, it is the House of Peers. When Britain really ruled the waves in good Queen Bess's time, the House of Peers made no pretense to intellectual eminence or scholarship sublime. Yet Britain won out loudest case in good Queen Bess's glorious case. Yet Britain won out loudest case in good Queen Bess's glorious case. When Wellington thrashed Bonaparte, as every child can tell, the House of Peers throughout the war did nothing in particular, and did it very well. Yet Britain set the world ablaze in good King George's glorious days. Yet Britain set the world ablaze in good King George's glorious days. And while the House of Peers beholds its legislative hand, and no statesmen could not itch to interfere in matters which they do not understand. As light will shine Great Britain's rage, as in King George's glorious days, as light will shine Great Britain's rays, as in King George's glorious days.
Distinctly charming. For self-contained deference, combined with airy condescension, give me a British representative here.
Then pray stop this protégé of yours before it's too late.
Think of the mischief you're doing.
But we can't stop him now. And him lovely. Oh, why do you go and defy us, you great geese? In vain to wash you please. Don't go. Your prayers we do not heed. Don't go. It's true we sigh, but don't suppose that evil our forgiveness shows. Oh no, we're very cross indeed. Yes, very cross. Don't go. It's true we sigh, but don't suppose that evil our forgiveness shows. Oh no, we're very cross indeed. Yes, very cross. Don't go. Your disrespectful sneers, don't go. Awful indignant tears, don't go. You break our law, you are our foe. We cry because we hate you so. You know, you very wicked fears, you wicked fears. Don't go. You break our law, you are our foe. We cry because we hate you so. You know, you very wicked ears, you wicked ears. Don't go.
On disrespectful sneers, ha ha, call forth indignant tears, ha ha. If that's the case, my dears,
Don't go.
we'll go.
Oh, shame! Shame upon you! Is this your fidelity to the laws you are bound to obey? Know ye not that it is death to marry a mortal?
Yes, but it's not death to wish to marry a mortal.
If it were, you'd have to execute us all.
Oh, this is weakness! Subdue it!
We know it's weakness, but the weakness is so strong.
We're not all as tough as you are.
Tough! Do you suppose that I am insensible to the effect of manly beauty? Look at that man! A perfect picture. Who are you, sir?
Right, speak of the first crazy God, sir! Mom!
You're a very fine fellow, sir.
I'm generally admired.
I can quite understand it. Now, here's a man whose physical attributes are simply godlike. That man has the most extraordinary effect on me. If I yielded to a natural impulse, I should fall down and worship that man. But I mortify this inclination. I wrestle with it, and it lies beneath my feet. That is how I treat my regard for that man. Oh, foolish faith, think you because his bravery my bosom falls. I disobey a friendly laws because
man who goes about with a mother considerably younger than himself.
Phyllis, my darling!
Phyllis, my own.
Don't! How dare you! Oh, but perhaps you're the two noblemen I'm engaged to?
I am one of them.
I am the other.
Oh, then, my darling, my own. Well, have you settled which is to be?
Not altogether. It's a difficult position. It would hardly be delicate to toss up. On the whole, we'd rather leave it to you.
How can it possibly concern me? You are both earls, and you are both rich, and you are both plain.
Oh, yes, perhaps we are. At least I am.
So am I.
No.
I am indeed very plain.
Well, perhaps you are.
There's really nothing to choose between you. Now, if one of you would forgo his title and distribute his estates amongst his Irish tenantry, why then, I should then see a reason for accepting the other.
Tamara, are you prepared to make this sacrifice?
No,
Not even to oblige a lady?
no, not even to oblige a lady.
Then the only question is, which of us is to give way to the other? Perhaps on the whole she would be happier with me, I don't know. I may be wrong.
No, I don't believe you are. I really think she would. But the awkward part of the thing is, if you rob me of the girl of my heart, we must fight, and one of us must die. It's a family tradition I've sworn to respect. It's a painful position. I have a very strong regard for you, George.
Oh, my dear Thomas.
You're very dear to me, George. We were boys together. At least I was. If I should survive you, my existence would be hopelessly embittered.
Then, my dear Thomas, you must not do it. I say it again and again. If it will have this effect upon you, you must not do it. If one of us is to destroy the other, then let it be me.
No, no.
Ah, yes. By our boyish friendship, I implore you.
Well, be it so. But no, I cannot consent to an act that would crush you with unavailing remorse.
But, Thomas, it would not do so. I like you very much, but not as much as you like me.
George, you're a very noble fellow, but that telltale tear betrays you. No, George, you are very fond of me, and I cannot consent to give you a week's uneasiness on my account.
But, my dear Thomas, it would not last a week. Remember, you lead the House of Lords. On your demise, I shall take your place. Oh, Thomas, it would not last a day!
Now, I do hope you're not going to fight over me, because it's really not worthwhile.
Well, I don't believe it is.
Nor I. The sacred ties of friendship are paramount.
For perhaps I may incur your blame for things I do I would not do in friendship's name.
And I may say I think the same. Not even love should rank above true friendship's name.
Then free me mine the blame, forget your craze and go your ways in friendship's name, in friendship's name.
Oh,
Many a man in friendship's name.
Love, unrequited, robs me of my rest. Love, hopeless love, my ardent soul encumbers. Love, nightmare-like, lies heavy on my chest, and weaves itself into my midnight slumbers. When you're lying awake with a dismal headache, reposes subdued by anxiety, I can see you may use any language you choose to indulge it without impropriety. For your brain is on fire, the bedclothes conspire of usual slumber to plunder you. For sheer contraband goes and uncovers your toes, and the sheep sit demurely from under you. The blankety tickles you, feel like Miss Beetle, so terribly sharp is the pricking. And you're hot and you cross, and you tumble and toss, till there's nothing twixt you in the ticking. Then the bedclothes all creep to the ground on a heap, and you pick them all up in a tangle. Next your pillow resigns and politely declines to be made at its usual angle. But you get to repose in the form of a doze without eyeballs and head ever aching. But your slumbering teeth with your horrible dreams that you very much better be waking. For you dream you are crossing the channel and tossing about to the steamer from Harwich, which is something between a large bathing machine and a very small second-class carriage. And you're giving a treat, penny ice and cold meat to a party of friends and relations. There are ravenous order, they all came on board at some squares and Kensington stations. And bothered that journey, you find your attorney who started that morning from Devon. He's a bit undersized, so you don't feel surprised when he tells you he's only 11. When you're driving like man with this singular light by the bike ship's now a four-wheeler. And you're playing around games and he calls you bad names when you tell him that Tide's paid the dealer. But this you can stand, so you throw out your hand and you find it as cold as an icicle. In your shirt and your socks, the black silk with no drops, crossing Salisbury Plain on the bicycle. And he and his crew, what our bicycles do is they somehow or other invested in. And he's telling the tars of the particulars of the company that he's interested in. It's a scheme of devices to get equal prices, all goods from golf mixtures to cables, which tickle the sailors by treating retailers as though they were all vegetables. You get a good spateful to plant a small trade will first take off his boot with a boot tree, and his legs will take root and his fingers will shoot, and they blossom and bud like a fruit tree. From the green rosy tree you get grapes and green tea, from the flowers, pineapples and cranberries, where the patient will grant cherry brandy will grant apple puffs and 3/4 and damberries. Well, the shares are a penny and ever so many are taken by Rothschild and Baring. And just as they do what a lottie to you, you wake with a shot in despair. You're a regular wreck with a crick in your neck, and no wonder you're snow for your head in the floor, and your needles and pins from your soles for your sins, for your flesh is a creep and your left is your cheek, and you cramp in your toes and a fly in your nose, and some fluff in your lung and a feverish dump and a thirst as intense in a general sense that you haven't been sleeping in clover. But the darkness has passed, and it's daylight at last. The night has been a long ditto, ditto, my soul. And thank goodness they're both of them over.
Distressed to see your lordship in this condition.
Ah, my lords, it is seldom that a Lord Chancellor has reason to envy the position of another, but I am free to confess that I would rather be 2 earls engaged to Phyllis than any other half-dozen noblemen upon the face of the globe.
Yes, it's an enviable position, when you're the only one.
Ah, yes, most enviable. At the same time, seeing you thus, we naturally say to ourselves, this is very sad. His lordship is constitutionally as blithe as a bird. He trills upon the bench like a thing of song and gladness. His series of judgments in F sharp minor, given Andante in 6/8 time, are among the most remarkable effects ever produced in a court of chancery. He is perhaps the only living instance of a judge whose decrees have received the honor of a double encore. How can we bring ourselves to do that which will rob the court of chancery of one of its most attractive features?
I feel the force of your remarks, but I am here in two capacities, and they clash, my lords, they clash. On refusing to entertain my last application to myself, I presumed to address myself in terms which made it impossible for me ever to apply to myself again. It was a most painful scene, my lords, most painful.
This is what it is to have two capacities. Let us be grateful we're persons of no capacity whatsoever.
Come, remember you are a very just and kindly old gentleman, and you need have no hesitation in approaching yourself, so that you do so respectfully, and with a proper show of deference.
Do you really think so?
I do.
Then I shall nerve myself to another effort, and if that fails, I resign myself to my fate.
If you go in, you're sure to win. Yours will be the charming maid. Be your lord, the ancient sword. Fate had never won fair lady. Never, never, never. Fate had never won fair lady. Every journey has an end, where the worst affairs will end.
He who shies at such a prize, he is not worth a man. Be so kind to bear in mind, fate had never won fair lady. Never, 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 fate had never won fair lady. Where the sunshine makes your hay, where the wind lifts theirs away, near the lion in his lair, none but the brave deserve the fair. I'll take heart and play my part, though I fear the prospect shady. Much I spend to gain my end, fate hath never won fair lady. Never, 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 fate hath never won fair lady. Nothing venture, nothing win, blood is thick, but water's thin. In for a penny, in for a pound, it's love that makes the world go round. Nothing venture, nothing win, blood is thick, but water's thin. In for a penny, in for a pound, it's love that makes the world go round.
Suppose one ought to enjoy oneself when one leaves both parties as I do. But I'm miserable. Poor broken-hearted fool that I am, eh? Oh, Phyllis, Phyllis.
Yes?
Oh, Phyllis! Oh, I mean, my lady. I have not yet been informed to which title your ladyship was pleased to select.
I haven't quite decided. You see, I have no mother to advise me.
No, I have.
Yes, a young lover.
Oh, not very. Couple of centuries or so.
Oh, she wears well.
She does. She's a furry.
I beg your pardon. What?
I've no reason to conceal the fact any longer. She's a furry.
A furry? Oh, a fairy! Well, that would account for a good many things. Then I suppose you're a furry.
Well, I'm half furry.
Which half?
The upper half. Down to the waistcoat.
Dear me, there's nothing to show it.
Don't do that.
But why didn't you tell me this before?
I thought you might take a dislike to me. But as it's all off, well, you might as well know the truth. I'm only half mod.
But I'd rather have half a mortal I do love than half a dozen I don't.
Oh, I don't think so. Go to your half dozen.
It's only 2, and I hate him. Oh, please forgive me.
I don't think I ought to. Besides, all sorts of difficulties will arise. You know my grandmother, she looks just as young as my mother, and so do all my aunties.
I quite understand. Whenever I see you kissing a very young lady, I shall know it's an elderly relative.
Oh, will ya? Oh, then Phyllis, I think we're going to be very, very happy.
We won't wait long.
No, we'll get married first. No, we'll get married first.
And change our minds afterwards?
That's yours, of course. It will weak enough to Terry ere we marry you and I. Of the feeling I inspire, you may tire by and by. Oh, here's the glowing hope, with breasts are always satisfy. I am sure we should not tarry ere we marry you and I.
If we're weak enough to tarry ere we marry you and I, with the more attractive maiden to lady notify. If by chance we should be parted, broken hearted, I should die. So I think we will not tarry ere we marry you and I.
If we're weak enough to tarry ere we marry you and I, with the feeling right to smile, you may tire by and by. All the feeling I inspire, you may tire by and by. If we're weak enough to tarry ere we marry you and I, all the feeling I inspire, you may tire by and by. So I think we will not tarry ere we marry you and I. You and I. You and I.
Does your mother know? I mean, is she aware of our engagement?
She is. And that she welcomes a daughter-in-law.
Oh, she kisses just like other people. Oh, but the Lord Chancellor.
Oh, I forgot all about him. Mother! None can resist your furry eloquence. You'll go to him and plead with him for us?
No, impossible.
But our happiness, our very lives, depends on you obtaining his consent.
Oh, madam, you cannot refuse to do this.
You know not what you ask. The Lord Chancellor is my husband.
Your husband?
My husband. And your father.
Then our course is plain. On his learning that Strephon is his son, all objection to our marriage will be at once removed.
No, he must never know. He believes me to have died childless. And dearly as I love him, I am bound, under penalty of death, not to undeceive him. But see, he comes. Quick!
may now consider myself engaged to Phyllis. At first I wouldn't hear of it. It was out of the question. But I pointed out the fact that I was no stranger to myself, that in point of fact I had been personally acquainted with myself for several years. This had its effect. I admitted that I had watched my professional advancement with considerable interest, and I handsomely added that I yielded to no one in admiration for my personal and professional virtues. This was a great point gained. I then endeavoured to work upon my feelings, conceive my joy when I actually perceived a tear glistening in my own eye. Eventually, after a severe struggle with myself, I reluctantly, oh, most reluctantly, consented.
My lord, a suppliant at your feet I kneel. Oh, listen to a mother's fond appeal. Hear me tonight, I come in urgent need. 'Tis for my son, young Strafford, that I plead. He loves, within the bygone years, thine eyes have ever shed tears, bitter unavailing tears, for more untimely death. Every time of life, sad thoughts of her arise. Then let the memory of thy wife plead for my boy. He dies. He dies, if fondly laid aside in some old cabinet. Memoirs of thy long-dead bride lie dearly treasured yet. Then let her hallowed bridal rest, and let all deity close. Her faded dress plead for my lord. He lies.
It may not be, for so the fates decide. Learn thou that Phyllis is my promised bride.
My bride? No, no.
It shall be so. Those who would separate us woe betide.
My doom thy lips have spoken. I plead in vain. O vow already broken, I break
once again thy vows are broken, thou thyself thy doom hast spoken. Bow thy head to destiny, death thy doom, and thou shalt die.
Hold! If Iolanthe must die, so must we all. For as she has sinned, so have we. What?
We are all fairy duchesses, marchionesses, countesses, viscountesses, and baronesses.
It's our fault. They couldn't help themselves.
It seems they have helped themselves, and pretty freely too. You have all incurred death. To can't slaughter the whole company, but the law is clear. Every fairy must die who marries a mortal.
Allow me as no declaratory draftsman to make a suggestion. The subtleties of the legal mind are open to the emergency. The thing is really quite simple. The insertion of a single word will do it. Let it stand that every fairy shall die who don't marry a mortal. And there you are, out of your difficulty at once.
Oh, we like your humour. Very well. Private Willis!
Mom!
In order to save my life, it is necessary that I marry at once. How should you like to be a fairy guardsman?
I don't think much of a British soldier who would not inconvenience himself to save a female in distress.
You're a very brave fellow. You're a fairy from this moment. And how say you, my lords? Will you join our ranks?
Well, seeing as the House of Peers is to be composed exclusively of people of intelligence, I don't see what use we are down here. Do you, Talala?
None whatever.
Good. Then away we go to fairyland.
Soon as we be off and away, we'll commence our journey early. Happy are we, as you can see. Everyone is now a fairy. Everyone is now a fairy. One as a general rule we know, toast it out to everyone. Make up your minds and breathe for ring. If it's a bow to every string. One as a general rule we know, toast it out to everyone. Make up your mind and breathe for ring. If it's a bow to every string.
Up in the sky, ever so high, pleasures come in endless series. We will arrange happy exchange, house of peers for